Okay, y'all. I just got back not too long ago from taking my daughter to her appointment, and she's totally fine. It was just a normal checkup. I think it was like her 6 month checkup, normal checkup. She's growing like she's supposed to. She's hitting every milestone like she's supposed to. Um, yeah. And then I had to go run some errands afterwards. I had to go to the library, had to go to Walmart, stuff like that. Kids got some toys. We got some snacks. Then the kids went and got McDonald's afterwards, and now we're home. I had to cut my daughter's nap short today, so she's a little bit cranky. So if you hear fussiness, it's because she's tired. But I did read a lot of Offside yesterday. Like, I only have this chunk left right here compared to what it was. I'm on page 362. I did almost make it to the 200 page or 400 page mark, which I wish I should have pushed through and did, but it was hard to read upstairs last night with both of the kids being crazy wild children, and I honestly just wanted to relax. So I'm going to try to read some more of this today. Hopefully try to finish it or get pretty close to it, because it's been a while since I've been reading this, and I am loving it. It's just really long, and I would like to pick up a different book. I've been craving L.Stine's writing, so I think the next book after this I'm going to pick up is an L.Stine book, because I've been craving his writing like really, really bad. So yeah, gonna do that. I do need to edit my TBR for June and post. Already did the thumbnail for it. But if little girl doesn't take her other nap, I might have to read to her to get her to go to sleep. And me and her have been reading Galactic Hot Dog. I've been reading Galactic Hot Dogs to her. We're gonna be on chapter 4. Yeah, we're gonna be on chapter 4. We're like part way through chapter 3. It's getting weird. We found out that Cosmo doesn't like the circus. He doesn't fully say why. Princess Dagger wants to go to the circus because she's been stuck under her mom and she wants to do some adventurous things, and going to the circus is one of them. So that's what's been happening there. For Offside, we've had some ups and downs. Luke decided to chase down Bailey with his car, accused her of being a slut, like all kinds of wild, crazy things. When she did her interview with Paul, he got in her head, and her and Chase didn't talk for a while. And then he like confronted her about it, and she's like, "You're right." He's like, and he did say, "Yeah, she was on my lap," only for like a few seconds. And then they're supposed to be going to this gala thing. Chase found out that her parents are losing their house that she grew up in. Her brother Derek barely told her. Like, it's like a lot has gone down and been very impactful. She did move out with Shiv. So yeah, Amelia and Julian were still little bitches to her even when she moved out. Like, it's been a crazy wild book, but it's been really good. I've been really enjoying it. I'm gonna try to read some more of it today. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but I'm gonna get off here. Excuse me. I'm gonna get off here, and I will chat with y'all when I have an update on Offside. it felt like a lot yesterday. I did the calculations this morning. It's only 138 pages, but it's still something. I'm on page 500, chapter 61. So a lot's been going down. Chase was the one who had the sex tape scandal, not Bailey. Bailey thought it was her, but it was actually Chase. He confronted Kristen about it again because she was very persistent and still was trying to get with him, even though he kept telling her no because of Bailey. Then Luke found out because he propositioned Kristen and she gave him the video, but she only gave him half of the video. The only half of the video she gave him was the half of him and Nikki. So he was with two girls, Nikki and Kristen, and he was getting high also. It was like the off season, it was a party, it was also around his dad's birthday, and around his dad's birthday he tends to get so wasted or high that he doesn't know what's happening around him. He thought that he saw her delete the video. Turns out that she didn't. So he talked to Dallas's dad. Dallas's dad is a lawyer. And they hired a private investigator to figure out what was happening. Turns out that Luke was not following Bailey. Luke was following Chase. And Chase's private investigator got Luke's to stop. They also told Luke's parents. Luke's parents made him leave school early. He was suspended from every game that he ever played. He wasn't allowed to come back or play anything. He also was basically disbanded from the NHL. And yeah, after all that happened, Luke also convinced Chase to break up with Bailey because he said that he'd make sure that Bailey went down with him, saying that Bailey was the one that was in the other girl in the video, even though that they never met at the time. And then he finally was able to tell Bailey, but Luke beat him to the punch as usual. And she told Chase, she's like, would you think I wasn't going to be with you or anything? Like, everyone has a past. And he basically said yes and no. Yes, I thought you wouldn't be with me. No, I didn't think that you would stay with me, stuff like that. But she's like, no, everybody had a past. You didn't consent to the video. So you basically, like, yeah. So, I don't know why there's like a green hue right here. Maybe it's from the front door window. So they ended up breaking up for a few days. It was like the worst few days for both of them. Neither one could stop crying, and they didn't eat, they didn't sleep or anything like that. Dallas finally like confronted Chase, so Chase finally told him, and then Shiv figured out some stuff and told Bailey. She's like, this is probably like girlfriend code 101. I shouldn't tell you, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. Bailey also got Kristen's number because she was gonna confront Kristen about the situation, because the night that Chase broke up with her, he was at Kristen's, and Luke took a picture of it, obviously, and sent it to her, trying to stir the pot. But Kristen also got in trouble and got suspended from school and everything. And then Chase's dad, or Dallas's dad, called Chase when they were on their way to his cabin, because Chase, Dallas, Shiv, and Bailey are going to Dallas's parents' cabin for the weekend, and on the way there, Chase and Bailey stop for hot chocolate. Dallas's dad called Chase, said that the Los Angeles NHL team would like him to finish his 4 years of college, just to keep the scandal really low key. Because if he's a rookie, they're just gonna eat him alive. Let's see what else happened. Derek finally stood up for Bailey because the game before the last that I read, they had went up against Collingwood, and as usual, Luke ran his mouth and said stuff that he shouldn't have said to Chase. Chase blew up on him. Bailey had to literally run down to the ice, smack the plexiglass, and tell Chase to knock it off, and he finally knocked it off. And then and then Chase finally told Bailey what Luke said, which was basically, I broke up with Sophie, so there you go, you like my sloppy seconds. So Bailey walked up to Luke, slapped the shit out of him in front of everyone, and then Derek came out and he's like, what the hell? And then she's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. And he goes, no, like, what the hell happened? And then Chase told Derek. Derek went up to Luke, shoved him, punched him. And Luke's like, what the hell was that for? You're going to believe Carter. And then another person on their team was like, dude, you also said it in the locker room. And then like Derek was like, you know what? If anything ever happens to you in the next game between Boyd, us defensemen are not going to do anything. So basically, like, he ruined him being captain and everything, and Luke's like, well, you ruined my life last game. That's why he was going after Bailey and Chase. And then they had another game together, and they were all cordial. The game went off like it was supposed to because Luke wasn't there to instigate anything or run his mouth. And then Derek was meeting up with Bailey at the end of the game. So was Chase. And then Bailey's like, I want to meet your new girlfriend. He goes, yeah, you can meet her. It's getting serious. And then he's like, I'm sorry everything happened with Luke. She's like, it's okay. I finally have met my person, which Chase is her person. And he goes, I love that for you. And she's like, don't worry, you'll find yours. He said, I might already have. That's what bringing his girlfriend brought up. And then Chase came over, and him and Derek started talking about how Bailey was younger. Bailey's like, don't you dare show any pictures of when I was in junior high, because I was looking horrible. Bob cut, braces, acne, all kinds of stuff. And then she's like, I seen Chase's baby photos. He did not have any imperfections when he was growing up. So that's probably the way why he acts the way he does. Skipping to Dallas's family's cabin. Chase and Bailey are there by themselves right now, waiting for Dallas and Shiv. And they're in the hot tub right now, naked, because he convinced her to go to the hot tub naked. So they were talking before I put the book down. One, I was getting really tired last night. Everyone else was asleep inside. Two, everyone else was asleep inside of my house. And it was quiet. And I was sleeping in bed, which always causes me to be sleepy. So that's why I stopped at 500. So I have 549 pages left to read of this book, and then I am done with Offside. Yeah. So I'm gonna hopefully finish this today, because I really want to finish it so I could pick something else up. I think there's only like one more day left of the month. Nope, 2 more days left of the month. So I might just finish Galactic Wiener, The Wiener Strikes Back. with my daughter because that's what we've been reading together. Like, I've been reading it to her to help her go to sleep. Yesterday, because she was fighting sleep so much, we got extremely far into Galactic Wiener. Further than we normally do. Normally, I only read maybe 1 to 2 chapters with her before she falls asleep. But yesterday, she was very persistent. We're on chapter 14. Page 138 of the Galactic Wiener, or Galactic Hot Dogs. So with this one, Cosmo, Humphrey, and Dax decide to join the circus. They find out that there's weird devices on the monsters. Humphrey says, hey, we need to skedaddle. Fred figured out what those things were. They're basically to mutate monsters. And then Cosmo's like, nah, you're just jealous. And then they go about their day doing what they're supposed to do. And then Lanax goes crazy on Cosmo. Turns out, long story short, that the ringmaster is working with Dagger's Dagger's mother. She wants a monster army to take over the galaxy. And then she started talking about this one monster that it's completely dangerous, but she's like, I want it because I want to ride on top of it. And then the wranglers of the circus found Cosmo and Princess Dagger outside listening, and he basically lets Princess Dagger float out into space, locks up Cosmo with all of the animals. This whole time, Humphrey is sleeping. They really didn't want them to escape, which was probably Princess Dagger's mom's doing. Yep, so, Cosmo is wanting to free all the animals, so we'll see what happens there. He's stuck in a cage with all of the animals right now, so I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm really enjoying this one too, as much as the first one. So we only have one more after this, which is called Galactic Hot Dogs. Oh, I can't even read that. But it looks like there's some, like a Sasquatch, Bigfoot creature in the picture. I'll put the picture of the third book right here so you know which one I'm talking about. But this is really good so far. I'm really enjoying it as much as the first one. Like I just said, like not even 5 seconds ago. I'm repeating myself. Yeah, because people love that, Jamie. Ugh. We didn't really watch anything last night. The kids watched cartoons till they fell asleep. And then I put on Big Bang Theory and passed out. I made some honey sesame chicken last night with white rice for dinner. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Maybe tacos. We'll see. And yeah. Both kiddos are awake. One's upstairs. One's down here with me. The one upstairs needs to come down here soon. And then we're just chill. But I'll chat with you because it's a long update. I'll chat with you when I have an update on Offside. Hopefully that update is telling you that I finished the book. Okay, bye. Okay, y'all. I want to say about 30 minutes ago, I finally finished Offside. So good, and I love the closing line of the bonus chapter. We got.
When I met Tim Jacobus, Shane recognizes him. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Me and Shane went up to him at New York Comic Con. I got his autograph.
We got 5 bonus chapters in this book.
The problem was,
and the way Chase ended it was a Stanley Cup is one season, but you're my forever. Aww. So Chase and Bailey had 3 kids. twins and a normal kid. Shiv had one kid at the end of it. I'm busy. Please stop. And her brother had like 5 kids and married that girl Kim that he was dating in college, which was cool for him. I think something happened to Bailey's dad towards the end. Chase's mom watched their daughter Tatum, which Tatum's a pretty cute name, reminds me of Scream. So maybe that's a nod to Scream from the author. Maybe she likes Scream, and she's like, oh yeah, I'll just take Tatum as a name, because that's a pretty cool name. Very unique. Yeah, it was wild. Chase won his Stanley Cup at the end. Him and Dallas won it together. They were on the same team in Colorado, which was cool. So we jumped from Chase being in the bonus chapters, we jumped from Chase being in LA to Washington to Colorado, which was cool. You get to see them being traded. You know, if you follow hockey, they get traded a lot. But I'm currently watching by Ailey ranking Goosebumps covers, so I'm gonna get back to that. But I really enjoy Offside, and I might finish Galactic Hot Dogs as my next read. We have 2 days left in this month, so I might finish that in the 2 days, and it's one more book knocked off of my June TBR, to be honest, and my June TBR is outrageously long, but I'll catch you later. Hey y'all, I know it looks like I've never moved from this spot, but I have, I promise. Today was shopping day, so I had to take the kids shopping, and then we came home, had lunch, and I finally got my daughter down for her nap, and while she was taking her nap, I finished Galactic Hot Dogs, The Wiener Strikes Back. I gave this the same as the first one, 4.5 stars. It was really good. Enjoyed it. So we learned a little bit more about Cosmo. His parents were in the circus. That's why he knew so much about the circus. Dad was a lion tamer. His mom was a clown, and he helped his dad with taming the lions. So that's how he knew how to do what he did. They made it to that big giant monster thing that the evil dagger queen chick wanted, and they got it to go away and all that stuff. So this was really good. I really enjoyed it, and it read faster than the first one, to be honest. I don't know why it read faster to me, but it did. So that's 2 books down this week, which I'm really proud of myself, because I literally was stuck. I felt like forever in that hockey romance. I'm reading the book of Sprout. It's like this middle grade book about this kid whose name is Sprout, and his dad gives him this book to fill up about himself. I haven't gotten very far into that one. It is an e-arc from NetGalley. It already has been released. I didn't get to it before it got released, so that's gonna be my next read, is just focus on that NetGalley book for the weekend, and then hopefully start on my June TBR next week. I do have to pay rent this weekend, so there's that. I don't know if my husband is working tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do my normal weekend or an offset of what my weekends be when he works on Saturday, but we'll see what happens. I am enjoying these we'll get the third book next time I go to the library. I'm really interested on this Sasquatch creature. So, there's that. But yeah. I will catch you all later. Right now, I'm just watching young Sheldon and my daughter play in the floor. My son's upstairs. I'll be watching the Unstoppables, Unbreakables, some duo on Tubi. He should be downstairs, but I'm really tired of fighting with him to be down here. So I've been watching him on the cameras. But I'm gonna get off here. Might put on YouTube. I don't know. Might keep it on. Young Sheldon. I don't know. Sorry I'm yawning so much. I did not have coffee today. I'm exhausted. I took like a 2-minute nap earlier while my daughter was taking her nap. 2 minutes, y'all. And I should even took the 2 minutes because my son was still awake. But I got comfortable on the couch, and I know I should have. But what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna get off here. Like I've been saying, I need to stop jabbing my damn jaws and just get off here. $2 down. Yeah. Hopefully the book sprout won't take me forever to do over the weekend. It is only 152 pages, I think. So that shouldn't take me that long. That's like the length or half of the Goosebumps, half the length of that. So I should be able to do it. Bye.